A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies, but a man who never reads lives only one. But how to build this habit of reading? Well, I can assure you that after watching this video, you will certainly go grab yourself a book and start reading. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Namita and today's topic is how to build the reading habit. Why should we start reading books is something which you already know by now, because it is not just limited to your fluency in English. Yes, of course, it will help you become more fluent in English, but apart from that, it will increase your knowledge bank, it will give you more confidence, it will make you more productive, it will make you a better person, you'll be a growth oriented person and you'll be more successful for sure. So I'm going to share 10 ways in which you can build this reading habit. Now the very first step towards reading is that you have to understand the importance of reading. I know it is very hard in this time of technology to understand the importance of something like reading books. Oh, we are so confined into our virtual world, our phones, our laptops, our smart TVs. We don't need to read books. You have to understand that the world, no matter how virtual it looks, is still something where we need more of knowledge, more of understanding, more of comprehension. We need to know how to bring positive changes in our life, and this is something which happens with reading. So if you truly want to have a growth mindset, if you really want to change your approach from problem solving to more of solution oriented, then you have to start reading. I know that technology makes you feel that you don't need to do anything in real. Everything will happen through technology. Just a phone click away, just a finger touch away, everything is happening for you. Reading is that time which you need to give yourself, when you can just sit with yourself in reality, which is no more virtual. So understand that reading is still very important. People who are successful, people who you think are more confident, are readers. Certainly they are. Now the second thing is that you have to start managing your distractions. Yes, since I mentioned your virtual world, the technology, start managing your distractions. If your TV is still playing a web series, if there is still a song being played in by Alexa, then you won't be able to read. Stay away from the technology, from your gadgets for that time. So manage some time when you turn off all the gadgets, when you are just not anywhere close to your phone, your laptop, your TV, your phone is not beeping every single minute. Take that time off, stay away from distractions and dedicate that time to reading. This should be the time when you are just turning pages, when you are smelling the book, when you are touching it with your hands and you're reading. You're just diving deep into the words, the sentences, the paragraphs, the story, whatever. So dedicate a particular time, manage the distractions at that point of time. Okay, now the third thing is pick your favorite subject. Now finding a book or searching a book for yourself can be a bit challenging, though we recommend so many books. If you have not seen a video which I shared, where I shared my reading journey, I'll link that video somewhere over here. I've shared so many books, so whichever you feel you can associate with, you can choose that. But it's important that you know your subject. Now subject can be science. Are you interested in science fiction? Are you interested in universe, understanding more of space and all those things? Are you someone who's more interested in fiction? You like stories, you like dramas? Are you a poetry soul? What kind of person you are? Are you interested in cooking, so you like books about food? Are you someone who's into traveling, so you like something where different people talk about traveling, or different places are described? What are your favorite subjects? It can be geography, it can even be botany. So you have to choose which is your interest area, and it is your normal interest in life. What are you interested in? What attracts your attention the most? So everybody has some interest. People have interest in mechanicals, about bikes, cars, they want to understand more. We have books about everything. So first of all, know your interest and choose your books accordingly. Your interest area will help you pick the right books so that you develop this habit. To begin with, you have to start with something you are interested in. Now, the fourth thing is you have to reserve some time for reading. It cannot be that today I have picked up a book, but tomorrow I did not find time, so I did not read. Day after I got some time in my office, I spent it in reading. Not like that. 1 hour should be something which you are dedicating every day. Now, it can be the same time, like after lunch you feel a little lazy but you don't want to take a nap, spend that time in reading. So dedicate at least 1 hour, set aside 1 hour, reserve that time when you'll be reading every day, and try to do it at the same time. Before bedtime, like I have switched off my internet on my phone. The TV is also not turned on. So now this is the time when 1 hour I'm just going to sit and read. Dedicate 1 hour, reserve a particular time for reading every single day without fail. Now the fifth thing is choose a particular place. Now, as I already mentioned, that choose a place where there are not too many distractions, but the place which is somewhere you find soothing. Your balcony where you can see the outside world, the birds chirping, or you like to sit in your swing. We have those swings at home. Or do you like sitting on your bed or on a particular study table and chair, which is your comfortable position? Choose a place where you will sit and read and enjoy it. The idea is to enjoy it. If you're sitting when all your family members are chit-chatting, a movie is being played, you will never be able to read. If you're trying to build a habit like that, it will never happen. So sit in a cozy corner, a place that you like the most, where you are comfortable and you can form a bond with the book. Sit there. So choose a place which is suitable for you to read better. Now the sixth thing is that when you're beginning, if you're not already a reader, choose thin books which have less pages. So most likely these kind of books are story books. So story books are generally thin. You can choose any book, even the children's book, Alibaba and 40 Thieves, Gulliver's Travel, Seven Dwarfs, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. So anything like that. Thin books. Don't go for immediate fat books, biographies, philosophies. Then you will be like scared when you look at the books and you will never read. So choose thin books so that you can complete them. You feel a sense of achievement, and then you move on to another thin book. And after some time, when you get the hang on reading, then you go for something which is fat. But initially choose thin books, and this will help you form good habits. So most likely go for story books, I would say. Now the seventh thing is always carry a book wherever you go. Doesn't matter. Wherever you go, carry a book with yourself. Now, it can be going to office every day, the commutation time. You utilize it for reading when you're just endlessly watching reels with your mobile data on, or when you're traveling for longer journeys, you're going for a vacation, you have 7-8 hours in train or by flight. Carry a book. Always carry a book along with you. When you have a book, you are most likely going to touch it and read it. But when you don't have book anywhere in your surroundings, there are very less chances that you'll pick one and read. Always carry a book, and this is something which every successful person will tell you, that they always carry a book in their bag. Apart from laptop, they always have a book. So make sure that book is your companion every day. Okay, now the eighth thing that you can do is that you can start reading stories to someone. If you have children at home, start reading stories to them. If you have elderly people, start reading books which interest them, maybe spiritual books, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Bible, any those kind of books you can read to elderly. Or if you have friends who would not mind listening to anything from your side, do that. So start telling stories to people, like reading books to people, and share stories with them. This helps a lot. So do this, try this, reading books to children, elderlies, or your friends, anyone. It will be easy when you start making a habit to narrate stories to someone while reading. It's most likely that you will start enjoying it because someone else is also involved, so you enjoy it more. Now the next thing is, the ninth one is, don't read anything which doesn't inspire you. Now there are chances that you will go for book recommendations and you pick something which doesn't inspire you, which doesn't touch your soul. So always choose something which you are motivated to read, which brings in some positive energy into your life. So you have to go for something which takes you a step ahead, so that you are more interested in reading, so that you should read more. Begin with something which forces you to read more, and this happens with fiction. When you read fiction always keeps you glued, because there are stories, there is a whole line which is going on, characters involved. So with fiction there are very less chances that people leave it in between. You'll read it more, most likely you'll read it, and with fiction we relate more. So that is something which touches our souls. We can relate to characters, we can do we can live their life. So yes, if you choose fiction, it will be more helpful, but otherwise also read something which inspires you to read more, to motivate you to read more, so that you should not quit after just one book. That's the whole idea. Okay, now last but not the least, set yourself a target, and that's very, very, very significant. Set yourself a daily target. It can be of minimum pages, like every day I'm going to read 5 pages for sure, 10 pages, 1 chapter, not one book. Like unless if it is like very 10 pages book, then it's possible. Otherwise, set yourself targets. 1 chapter is something which we all target. It's not a big deal, but yes, for a beginner, 2 pages, and I would say minimum 5. When you set a target for 5, you end up achieving only half of it, 2.5 pages. So everyday target will build a habit. And what to do on your calendar, start tick marking. Today I did reading, tick. Tomorrow, the next day, tick. So when you see 30 ticks in 1 month, you'll be motivated enough to pick it up again and start reading. So most likely you will not quit after that. So set a target for yourself, everyday target, that you are going to read it. Now everything requires self-discipline, so reading is no exception. You have to have a discipline. To build any habit, you have to be disciplined enough to continue it for a longer duration. So we'll do the same with reading, and once you follow these 10 steps strictly, these 10 ways, if you follow them strictly, you will never leave this reading habit. You will always read. You'll become a wonderful reader, and you'll have more knowledge, and you'll be more confident while communicating with people, because you will now, apart from your communication skills, you will have thoughts, you will have understanding, you'll have better expression, you'll comprehend things in a better way. So reading will take care of all the aspects. Just do it and see the difference. All right, so these were 10 ways. I hope they were helpful for you. Keep following them, keep reading more, keep working on your self-betterment. I'm always there to help you all. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.